Hey there everyone, this is Ray Carcillo with Classic Game Room, and today we're looking at Uncharted 2 Among Thieves for the PS3. Following adventurer or treasure hunter extraordinaire Nathan Drake once again, we find our hero bleeding profusely from the abdomen in a train car dangling perilously over a cliff upon the start of the game. As we work our way through a climbing and fighting tutorial, Drake collapses, and we flash back to how this adventure all got underway. It is then that we are introduced to Drake's former associate, Harry Flynn, as Harry offers Nathan information on the lost fleet of Marco Polo that was lost in 1292 on his way back from China. Of course, he'll only give up the info if Nathan helps Harry steal an oil lamp from an Istanbul museum. And of course, it wouldn't be much of a game if it were so simple as stealing a lamp, as Flynn secretly has his own agenda and just so happens to be working for an international war criminal. Just like the first game, Uncharted 2 is a third-person action-adventure shooter that also relies on Drake's natural agility and strength to climb odd ledges and maneuver his way around obstacles, much like a Prince of Persia or Assassin's Creed game. The controls have not changed from the first game, and the action sequences are just as intense, with several levels of difficulty depending on if you want to just try the story or get a real challenge. Also returning is the side mission to find special artifacts scattered about the levels, as you try to dodge bullets behind cover from the random mercenaries you'll face. Luckily, weapons are usually rather plentiful once again, and you can pick up and use anything dropped by a fallen enemy. Another key detail that has returned from the first game is the amazing peripherals. The visuals are absolutely stellar and are some of the best in gaming as they make full use of the PS3's potential, with the water and lighting effects being the most noticeable. The music also helps set the mood well for this epic adventure, and voice acting is also top-notch, with Nolan North reprising his role as Nathan Drake, Richard McGonigal as Sully, and Emily Rose returning as Elena.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, and there's the acoustic alarm. Until we get this case unlocked, that thing's gonna go off if we so much as touch this glass.
No worries, mate.
The biggest change from the first game, though, is that there has been a huge new multiplayer added, including both co-op and competitive modes. The co-op allows you and two friends to team up to take on original missions that branch off from the main game, and plays much like the single-player campaign. The competitive mode can feature up to 10 players at once, and has both your standard modes like Capture the Flag and Deathmatch, but also original modes to the game like Chain Reaction and Gold Rush. Chain Reaction is like Capture the Flag, in which players must capture specific outposts across the level, but it must be in a certain order, and the opposing team must capture them in the exact opposite order. Gold Rush spawns a treasure randomly on the map, and a team of 2 to 3 players must capture it and bring it back to their base, but must also fend off a horde of enemy AI along the way. With a great new multiplayer and collectibles scattered about the levels, the replay value of Uncharted 2 is definitely higher than your standard third-person action-adventure game. But the bread and butter for this game is still the single-player campaign mode. That doesn't really need to be replayed once beaten unless you're trying to get 100% completion and get all the artifacts. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is a tremendous action-adventure game that is an achievement in storytelling and atmosphere, and has some of the smoothest controls around. If you haven't gotten into the Uncharted series yet, then I don't know what you're waiting for. Find this and add it to your collection as soon as possible.